All right. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to add dynamic content inside of Klaviyo. So what does this mean? Basically, I'm going to show you exactly how to add dynamic product blocks for your abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, and browser abandonment flows. So what is dynamic content? Dynamic content is a block in your email that changes based on the product the user left in the cart or viewed or did not check out with. So it's the most important part of your abandoned cart, abandoned checkout emails, browser abandonment emails, all those kinds of emails that are kind of like more high intent in the customer journey. They're lower down the funnel. This is going to be the most important part of your email. You could basically only have like a headline, something like you left this behind, this dynamic content and a CTA like shop now, and it's going to convert like crazy, right? Or you could have, on the other hand, just an email that's going to break down all the pros and cons of buying your products and give social proof and all that, but without the dynamic content. And I'm pretty sure in 9 out of 10 cases, dynamic content email is going to win. So as you can see, this is dynamic content here in obvious email. So just like the product I left in the cart, that's all it is, like literally product image, text, and price. And we can literally change, we can adjust all of this. We can change the font, color, we can include the price, not include the price. So that opens some space for you to A/B test whether it works better when you include the price, not include the price, all of that stuff. So I'm going to show you in a minute exactly how to do it inside of Klaviyo. So this is the dynamic content tutorial. So as you can see, we have abandoned checkout, the entire tutorial, every single step, abandoned cart, and browse abandonment. So this doc is going to be in description. No need to give me your email or anything like that. You can just click on it, open the doc, and follow the instructions. And now I'm going to show you exactly how to do this inside of Klaviyo. But before we move on to that, if you have any issues with this, if it's not like the tutorial is not working for your specific situation or whatever, you can just ask Klaviyo support. So you can just go to klaviyo.com/support and use live chat. That's what I use. So they're going to connect you with the bot first. You're going to answer a couple of questions. He might even be able to help you if it's some sort of a simpler issue, right? If it's not, just tell him a couple of times, connect me to an agent, a couple of times. He's going to connect you to a real person. They're going to solve your issue in a couple of minutes, and it's going to be super simple. But let's go into Klaviyo right now. All right, so here we are inside of Klaviyo. So I just have a dummy account here. So just to make it clear, I don't have Shopify connected or anything like that. I'm just going to walk you through how you should go about creating all of these blocks. So in my case, you're not going to be able to see all the products and all that because, as I said, I don't have Shopify connected to this account. But in your case, if you have everything connected, which I suppose you do, it's going to work fine, right? It's going to work perfectly fine. So let's just take a look at the doc. So first step, create a table block inside of Klaviyo. You come back to the Klaviyo, you come here, table, drop it here, boom. Next step, under table settings, select dynamic. So you can just find styles here and dynamic, boom, done. Next step, under row collection, enter event.extraline.items like here. So we go styles again, row collection, copy and paste that. Next step, under row alias, enter item. So row alias right here, enter item. Next step, add an image on the left side. So we're going to do image here, left side. So you come here, image. This is going to be text. We're going to swap the positions. So image, you're going to come here, boom, and you're going to go to dynamic image like that. And then you come here, use a dynamic image. So insert the dynamic variable. So this is the variable we're going to use. Just copy and paste it just like this. Boom, save. Then you come back, add text on the right side. So for the item name, use this. Again, just copy and paste. So you come here, copy and paste here, paste text only. For the price, use variable, this variable, copy and paste again, the same thing, paste text. For the quantity, use this variable. Again, the same thing, copy and paste here. Add the correct checkout link to the photo, text, and buttons. Use the dynamic variable, this variable, boom. So you're going to come here, image, and you're going to this link address, so just put this. And then if you've built your email inside of Figma, you're going to probably have some sort of a button. So it's going to be an image again. The same thing, you just put image here, you upload your image, whatever. Let's upload some image, and you put link address, the same thing, alt text, you're going to say like shop now, take me back to my cart or something like back to my cart or something like that, whatever. You're going to put that, and that's it, right? So for this here, what's important is going to be this text part. So this text part is something you're probably going to format and make it nicer, make it look on brand. So you're probably going to center this, then make this bigger, right? Change your font like this, okay? Select everything, change the font, whatever. Bold something. Then you're probably, so this is going to be the number. You're probably going to want to say like price, ... and then you have the price saying that. Then you may want to remove the quantity if that's not something that's important for your brand. People are not really buying in big quantities, whatever. As I said, this, you can make it bold, change the color here, text color, put your brand color like that. You can see here, whatever. That is going to be up to you, like up to your brand colors, whatever. This is just the technical stuff. So this is how you do it for the abandoned checkout email. Now, let me show you how you do it for the abandoned cart email because it's going to be different. So let's delete everything, start from scratch. So create a split block in Klaviyo. So we have Klaviyo here. You can use splits, but you can use a table again. It doesn't matter really because you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to put image, you're going to put text, whatever. Add an image on the left side, use a dynamic image. So we already covered that. Dynamic image here. What is going to be different is going to be the actual variable. So insert the dynamic variable. You copy and paste this again, the same thing. Boom, like that. Save. Next step, add text on the right side. So for the item name, use this. Just copy and paste everything and it's going to work flawlessly. So don't worry about that. Then we have for the price, use the variable, this variable. The same thing, you can just put like price, like that. Add the correct checkout link to the photo, text, and button. So if you have a cart page on your website, it's just going to be like yourwebsite.com/cart. If you don't have it, you can use this. But usually, in case you have it, it's going to most likely perform better because it's going to take you directly to the cart page. So as I said, if you have a cart page installed on your website, you have it like built in. I highly recommend you do that. So in this case, we're going to do that. So again, the same thing. Like you're probably going to have an image if you design your emails in Figma or Canva or whatever. There's going to be like your button. So it's going to be an image here. Whatever, we're not going to do the same thing, but you're just going to put just like this. You're going to have like nike.com/cart. And then it's going to be a link. It's going to take you to nike.com/cart. So that's how you do it for the abandoned cart. And then we have browse abandonment left. So that's going to be a different again. So let's do that. The same thing, image, like that. Sorry, not image, my bad. Not image. I wanted to say table. So table, you go create a table block in Klaviyo, done. Add an image on the left side. Boom, we change this. This is text. Insert the dynamic variable, copy and paste it, just like that. Image, we're going to go here. This dynamic image, copy and paste, save. Add text on the right side. So for the item name, use this, copy and paste again. Here, you can center it. To center it, you can use this, like that. For the price, use this variable, copy and paste, boom. Super simple stuff, just like that. Add the correct link to the photo, text, and buttons. Use the dynamic link, this one. So again, you don't have nike.com/browse abandonment like you have for cards. So you're going to have dynamic link. It's fine, doesn't matter. Event.url, which will take the customer to the product page they viewed. So you can see in this case, you're going to use the same link if you don't have the the cart page on your website, which means that when someone clicks on your abandoned cart email, if you don't have if it's not linked to the cart page, but it's linked to this one, it's going to take them to the product page they viewed. So again, it's going to get them further down the funnel, like back down the funnel. They're going to take a step back instead of getting to the place they were, like abandoned cart. They're going to come back to the product page, then add to cart, then check out. So basically, if you have the cart page, it's going to make it easier for them because they're already at the step they were. They just need to check out, and you're basically removing friction. That's why it's important. So that's basically how you do it. As I said, if you have any issues with this, ask Klaviyo support. They're going to help you. And as I said, this doc is going to be in the description, free for you to take it. No email opt-ins required or anything. I'm just going to link it, take it, and do just as I shown you in this video. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.